Hi there. I've been asked to make a quick little video explaining how to display your Google Calendar as a widget on your Brightspace homepage. So Brightspace obviously has their own calendar, but this is a way that if you really like Google Calendar, um, to be able to display it instead or on top of as well as a widget somewhere on your class homepage. So to do this, we'll need to have your class open and you'll need to go to Google Calendar. So once you're in Google Calendar, all you really need to do is you scroll down to whatever calendar you want. Let's say this English one from last year, and you pick setting and sharing. Once you click that, you'll have all kinds of options, which you can scroll right by because you don't need them. All you need is the integrate calendar option. Specifically, if you push customize, it's really handy that you can customize it any way you want, how you want it to look. I take all these things off usually. Um, but that's you can play around with yourself and figure it out. Now, um, the one thing you, two things you really want to make sure are chosen in this customizing portion. You want to click off any other calendars you have on. You just want that one calendar for your class, obviously. That should be the only one selected. Also, I get rid of this width, and I'll show you why in a second. But now is the time you want to specify how tall you want it. Right now it's 600. That's pretty big, um, but you can play around with that as you need. So once you've customized it to your liking, you push this copy button, and then you go back to your class. And now here we're going to have to do a couple things. We're going to go to scroll down to the bottom, um, and you'll see these three dots, manage home pages. So first things first, we're going to make this widget. Since we just copied it, let's make it so we have it handy. And you can go to custom widgets, under widgets, and then create widget. From here, you can just name it really quick, something simple, Google Calendar for now, and go skip straight to the content, because that's what the code that we've pasted is going to need to go. First thing, before you paste that code, you're going to need to click render an iframe and hit yes, because that's what is going to be happening here. It's going to be rendering it as its own little in its own frame on your homepage. So that way, whenever you update anything in Google Calendar, it'll automatically show up in your calendar on your class's homepage. So to do this, we're going to hit this HTML source editor button down here. Very important. You click that. All kinds of code will pop up. Don't worry about it. All you're doing is going into this blank line that it's conveniently left open for you and pasting the stuff you copied from your Google Calendar. And again, you don't have to know any of this code, but one useful trick that I've mentioned before is you see it says width 800 here. If that's on the sidebar of your class, that's not going to fit. So a nice little trick is switching that to 100%, because 100% is flexible. If it's on the sidebar, it'll be as big as your sidebar. If it's on the main content area, it'll make itself wide enough to fit in that content area. Everything else don't worry about. Just go down here and push save. And there, it's popped up. Great. So now let's save and close this widget. So the widget is made, and again, you can modify it in Brightspace, and you can also modify it in the customize section of Google. Now, how to get that on your homepage? Well, if you're just starting your homepage, you might need to pay attention to this step. Right now, my homepage is set up to this one, the default homepage, because I can see this little blue symbol here. But I can't edit that, which is very frustrating. And so you just have to hit copy. Because once you hit copy, it'll make a copy of that homepage, but it's one that you can edit. Now you have to make sure that you switch that copy to be your active homepage. So find the course default copy, hit that one, and push apply. And I'm reaching the end of my time. So once you go to that copy, all you have to do is hit add widget, go to custom widgets, click Google Calendar, hit add, save, and then you are done. If you go to your class website now, it should be right there on the side.